Hey guys, Oster443 here, back with more Wind Waker. Last time we got the last pearl, and now, well, we're gonna use them. Don't want to give away the secret or anything. Immediately after getting the pearl, you want to start going sort of northeast. You want to go to those markers. Yeah. Oh, such a surprise. Games give you markers when you don't know where to go. Apparently, I really needed to know where I was going. I'm currently recording this at 11:49 p.m. on Saturday, November 6th, 2010. I am very tired. So, what are you guys up to? I'm, well, finishing celebrating my birthday. Yes, it's my birthday today. Yay me! And, yeah, that's interesting. Oh god, not that thing. You may notice that whirlwind looks a bit more different than the other whirlwinds. That's because it is different. It has a boss in it, but you can't fight the boss unless you got the item of the next dungeon, which we will not be getting in this video. So I would suggest just skirt around him. Got some Octorocks. Yes, they're called Octorocks. There's something with Nintendo and naming things weirdly. They do okay with Pokemon, but it's just something about the enemies in Zelda that makes Miyamoto go completely crazy. Like, there's an enemy in this game called a Dark Nut. I'm not kidding. There's an enemy in this game called a Dark Nut, and it doesn't look like a nut at all. It looks like a medieval knight with really tiny legs. But, yeah, if you can see that little dark bit in the upper left part of the screen, that is where we're going. And there's tons of sea hats. I swear, when I'm leaving this island, it looks almost exactly like some sort of evil food processor. They don't look too happy to see me. Alright. They don't tend to jumped with the boat. They don't tend to attack very much with when you're on land, which is nice, because if they did, I'd be flying somewhere towards Outset right now. But you walk up to the statue and you'll place it on the statue like that. You don't have to press any buttons or anything. The cutscene happens automatically. And it freezes all enemies around you. But yeah, I became a bit merciful here, where I actually cut this for you guys. So here's the next island. It's a bit, I think it's the one that is even more northeast, but you place the forest pearl there, going in reverse order, and then you're gonna want to change the wind direction if you haven't guessed. No, I'm just gonna sail to the side slowly. Alright, so here's me changing the wind direction. That's where the square where the island is. Where the little yellow triangle, which is indicating you are standing in that square. Or sailing or sitting, or sailing or sitting. That should be on a t-shirt or a business card. Alright, so after you change the wind direction, you want to get back on the King of Red Lions and sail. And here's the last island, and the beginning of one of my favorite cutscenes in this whole game. This is a really cool cutscene, and it's got the recipient of an Easter egg. Well, not really. More of a timeline theory. But after you place Din's Pearl, there's a capture failure. This starts happening. Shiny. It sounds like someone's ringing a bell, which gets really annoying after a while. And cartoon. Pretty. That is one of the only representations of one of the goddesses in all the Zelda games. There's a representation of the goddesses in Ocarina of Time, but it's very hard to see them. And there, if you remember in one of the videos where we're on the pirate ship in Tetra's room, she's got a picture of that. So, yeah. Zelda nerds, start theorizing away. But this big tower raises out of the sea, which is disturbing because, well, no one found it. It sort of was just there. And capture failure. Another capture failure. There's a lot of capture skips in this cutscene because my hapog wasn't correctly set. I didn't record last week because I had the flu. But more capture failures than you can. I just ruined my own joke. More capture failures than you counted on. You'll be uncomfortably energetic. Power, energy. Okay, I gotta stop quoting viral videos in my videos. And I gotta stop referencing anime. Oh well. He's explaining that this is the Tower of the Gods. It's gonna test your might to see if you're worthy of becoming the champion of the gods. But yeah, here's the Tower of the Gods. My favorite dungeon in this whole game. It's more because of architecture than anything else. Also, it's disgustingly easy. If you go into the room over to my right that I ignored, it will contain the dungeon map. But since I don't need the dungeon map because I'm cool like that. Yeah. Well, I've got a strategy guide. Wow, the audio has really, really jumped ahead. That's sad. Oh well, I'll keep the audio down for this one. But after doing that, you'll want to get in here and not get hit by a chew jelly. That is an electric chew jelly, or an electric chew jelly. I have the strategy guide right here, and I should probably look it up, but I'm not. The electric chew jelly, if you hit it with your sword, you'll get struck. You'll get struck by dance fever. No, you're gonna get I'd say like a fourth of a heart of damage. A good way to deal with it is to grab your boomerang and hit it with it. This will stun it, and you can go on your merry way, or you could take your sweet vengeance. Especially for the water level. This is the closest thing to the water temple in this whole game. That's one of my biggest complaints about this game. It's very central on sailing and water, but it's one of the only 3D Zelda games where you can't swim underwater, and there is no water temple. There's no water temple in the Water Zelda game. That's extremely intelligent. Just in case you didn't figure that out, it's sarcasm. Alright. Let's get back on the King of Red Lions, which that's one of the things that really made me think that this dungeon was pretty cool, because in the first part of the dungeon, you actually use the King of Red Lions, which is actually really cool. Make him feel included. It's like having Epona in the dungeon with you. Although the King of Red Lions acts as Epona and Navi, which is, yeah, that's not fun. You're gonna want to grab these statues, like the one before, but there's two of them. Ooh, real big twist. Now, I have had a couple friends ask me how you do this room, because they don't have the strategy guide. Ooh, strategy guide. But this room can actually be pretty complicated if you don't actually figure out that you're supposed to jump on the boxes. But yeah, you push it in that order, and you wait for the water level to rise, so you can pick up a stick. You had to burp there. So you're gonna want to break that stick, break that stick, break that pot, and get the stick that is inside. Set it on fire. Thank to God that the Deku sticks, or Boku sticks, don't burn to death in this game. That made me so angry in the first temple of Ocarina of Time. You always had to get more Deku sticks, and I completely fail right there. You should all be ashamed. Look away. I'm terrible. Okay. That didn't make any sense, but it's now 12:03, and well, I need to sleep sometime. Alright. So you just jump across. Make sure that you don't drop the stick or something. Light those two torches and grab the key that's inside. Bum ba da da da. The audio is lagging, so I'm gonna have to do some of the sound effects for you. But Oster 443 is out, man.